All right, we are back and it's still Crossfire with DAPO and ISHIOMA. We've been talking about the role of the youth in Nigerian politics, in government, in governance. Do we have a space? Do you have a place? Can we do it? If given the opportunity, time and chance, will the youth of this generation or the youth in Nigeria make any difference? That's the question. And that's what we've been discussing on the show. If the youth of this, in Nigeria, or the Nigerian youths, let's put it that way, have a chance, and if really and truly we do have a chance, can we make any difference? Now, that's what we've been talking. We have Soji Moses in the studio, and we have Philip Odin in the studio too, and we've been talking to them about this. Now, gentlemen, let's take a look at, how you think the youth can be relevant again. Before we went on that break, I said we have failed. We have been given some form of chance or opportunity, let me put it that way, and to a very large extent we have failed.
I would disagree with you.
Okay, let me give you, so that you can disagree properly.
The opportunity was given to only the privileged.
Hold on.
Let me hear him out.
We gave an opportunity to some people who we all agree classifies as youth. One, Dimeji Bankole was the head of the 6th Assembly, and we know how it all played out.
Okay.
President Goodluck Jonathan was, barely above 50 when he took over the mantleship of this country as the president. And we have a Denziani who is around that age, who is about that age too. We have a lot, we have Frankie Weke Jr., we have the likes of Laban Ramaku, we have a lot of them that we can make reference to. I can go on with the list. And yet they had this opportunity. But where and how or what exactly were they able? Were they able to rewrite the political history of this country?
That's easy.
Did their impact, did you feel their impact when they had that opportunity in government?
They were young leaders. They were young leaders, but they were not youth.
Hold on. Can I ask
Please
you a
ask
question?
me.
There's a difference.
Now, what percentage of Nigeria do you think are youth?
Oh, so it is by percentage that we count.
No, because
so that
you are saying that the youth have faith, and you have mentioned not more than 4 persons.
Okay, yes. Let me now tell you. The rest are empowered to not go into the office, but make other people to get into the office. Yes.
It's a systemic problem. It goes beyond the young people. Once you enter that place, you are bound to be corrupt. I say we need to go back to the root. Now, we see how people who are very, very good, who are not corrupt. President Muhammadu Buhari is one of them, all right? He has also failed.
He's 73.
Yes, but he's a very nice guy. When it comes to people you can really trust with resources and funds, you can count him almost number 1. Now, but he has also failed.
But is he mentoring you?
How did he fail
Is he mentoring
you? If you put any youth in the affairs of this country today, okay, let us imagine, gentlemen and lady, let us imagine we have a 40-year-old or a 35-year-old as president of Nigeria. 3 things likely will happen.
Such as?
One, he will die.
He won't die.
Let me tell you why. He likely will die. Let me tell you now. You should ask me a question. Why he likely will die?
Okay.
The affairs and the issues in this country today will overwhelm him.
No,
that's not true.
He will be taken aback at the level. Hold on, let me make my point.
And age are 2 different things.
Number 2 is that if care is not taken, it can go mad. It sounds funny.
Seriously?
Yes, it sounds really very funny. But I'm serious. Because even when a 73-year-old man is the president of Nigeria today, and he has been there before. He was a former head of state.
How old was former president of Ghana, Jerry Rawlings?
When you are talking about countries that are working, you can be saying that the youth can take over. Nigeria is not working.
You shouldn't say this.
Nigeria is not working. So bring it
gentlemen and ladies,
in the youth bracket, and we saw what he did.
Can we come to terms at this point?
So if it could happen in Ghana, it can happen in Nigeria.
What should we do? Let's not hammer too much.
That's where I'm going.
What has gone wrong?
We will not know what to do until we enumerate all the problems that we have. Now we know that the youth have failed. Now we know that this is not our time. So the tomorrow you are talking about is still far.
The youth have not failed.
This is our time. We need to now begin to look at what we should do to make it work.
I would expect.
And that's why I want us to envision a Nigeria that is being led by somebody who qualified to be a youth today, like a 35 or a 40-year-old man or woman?
See, you have you have the arm of the executives. Now, even if you have a particular individual that is being voted, let's agree now that voting counts into office, yeah? And at the end of the day, even the capacity of his knowledge cannot rule or cannot lead the 170 million Nigerians going. He needs assistance of his executives. So I disagree with you when you say the youth will die. He will not die. Exactly. He can be overwhelmed with workload. He can be overwhelmed and be pressured with problems that need solutions. Yeah, he can be overwhelmed with it. But I can bet you, he's very youthful. Okay, he's strong. He has understanding, and he also has what it takes to multitask responsibilities.
Not in the Nigeria of today, sir.
Now, I am not
in the Nigeria of today, sir. Not in the Nigeria of today.
Hold on.
What you're saying makes a lot of sense, but not in the Nigeria of today.
Let me finalize what I'm saying.
A typical youth in Nigeria today is already overwhelmed.
Let me finalize what I'm saying. Let me finalize, DAPO. Let me finalize what I'm saying. Okay. Now, that's the first step. Now, the second step, which is the major issue, is that because of the decay and the corruption, like my other anchor said, in the system would definitely be a major force for him to contend with, even to start dealing with issues. Okay. Like the former president said, he said he has cabals in his office.
Yes.
Meaning,
please, there are cabals even in America.
Hold on.
Is that why he failed? Is that why he failed?
No.
Is that why he failed?
Let me finish.
The cabals made him fail.
Let me finish what I'm saying.
Okay.
Now, it's in the fact that these are major issues that he's going to be dealing with as part of the responsibility as a whole.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Now, you have civil servants. Civil servants are major issues. They are major problem in the running.
So they need somebody they can respect, right?
Not a young man. Not in the issue of respect, as it were.
Okay.
But in the middle of
gentlemen.
No, it's not age.
Let me come in again.
It's not age, but somebody that has a very strong character.
Okay.
Somebody that has a very strong character. Somebody that knows exactly what the Nigerian people need, what the Nigerian economy needs. Somebody that has economical sense. Somebody that has the understanding of human resources and the right people for the right position. Okay. Somebody that has that kind of knowledge. Not somebody that is just occupy a space and you're there in the name of I want to become a leader, I want to become the president. And you are lost with what to do at the right time.
Okay, what is a typical SOJ? You make a fantastic point. Even though I disagree with you very seriously. Now the point here is that we kept on saying we had opportunity. I would have expected a Dogara, who classifies to be Oyesaraki. But yet, under their watch, see what is in the public domain. See what is in the public space. See what they had opportunity.
There's so much, like I said, the civil service team or how they are is embarrassing. You see, many of them are so used to a status quo of knowing that the particular amount of something that needs to pass here. So anybody that is even coming to try to make a difference, would definitely not have a smooth ride. We'll be choked. Because the civil service is not even working at all.
And he will lose it. And a youth will lose it at that point. Because he has a lot of things to contend with.
Mr. Philip,
yes.
I believe a lot of Nigerians recognize your name, knowing fully well that you were very key and cardinal in the emergence of the APC during the 2015 elections. Now, let's look at Mr. President and the APC at the national level.
APC.
Does Mr. President have policies? Does he have certain policies for the youth of today? Is it just about agriculture and all of that and going back to the farms? Is that what the Nigerian youth of today they're good enough for? Does Mr. President, does the APC have
that is our space.
Do they
Let's
have
go back
any
to the farm. Let's go and farm, not governance.
To change this.
Let's go and farm. Let's go and farm and do something.
Let me answer your question straight up. The APC as an entity, as a party, will not really decide for the president. The president of the country, even though he was elected under the platform of the APC. However, I
But
think
it's
that...
part of the campaign premises of
Hold
the
on,
party.
hold on. Now, I think that so far, he has given very limited opportunities to the youth as a president. President Muhammadu Buhari has not been known as a mentor when it comes to leadership, right? He has mentored himself to a very large extent. But how many Nigerian politicians can you say, oh, this person was mentored by President Buhari, as it were? Okay. We have little or no people you can actually count on. So he has to work. He has to work.
We don't have
He has to work on that. All right? Now, coming to answer...
At 73, right?
No, the truth is that the way we find the nation we find
He's mentoring people now.
in Nigeria.
He's mentoring Amechi, Rotimi Amechi. He's mentoring Fashola.
A clear blueprint.
He's mentoring them. He's mentoring them now.
I
said he's
blueprint.
A clear blueprint.
I thought he's an opportunity for President Muhammadu Buhari to...
A clear blueprint has not exactly been shown to the people of Nigeria on how the youth exactly that this present government is going to do. That's not the same.
Can I also add?
Agriculture.
The few of us who have been opportune, right, to work with some of our leaders, particularly in the APC, have been given opportunities to work. We have the PA to President Buhari on new media. He's a young person. We have Tolu Ogunlesi.
Yes.
He's a young person.
Yeah.
Now, you need to come out. Like I said, you need to make yourself available. You need to show that you have the capacity. Why don't we go back to the root? You come from a particular local government in Nigeria. Do they know in your local government area? What impact have you made at that local level? You don't just want to become a governor or a House of Rep member. You must actually lay a foundation.
Philip, you know why I cannot make any impact in that place you want me to go? Because this country has not provided anything for me to be able to do that. I have graduated out of school and I don't have a job. So what do I give back to that locality?
That's where...
Hold on. And at the same time, I am struggling to make a living. And how much of impact do you think? I need to be impacted.
But
is it not what I have that I'm going to give to that locality that you want me to impact?
Let me argue that point.
Okay.
Any youth that expects the government to employ them is wrong.
I'm not saying employ me. Create an enabling environment for me to succeed.
That's what we should ask for. Now, we have a lot of Nigerian youth who are doing very well.
The few privileged ones. Very few privileged ones.
If you say the Nigerian youths that are doing very well.
You had an opportunity.
If you say...
You had an opportunity.
I trained myself from primary school to where I am today.
Jonathan told us more than that. He didn't have shoes.
It's not just
He did not have shoes.
Listen,
and he still could not provide shoes for Nigerian children who are going to
that the
school.
youth have failed. I agree with you. We need to go back to the basics. We need to reorganize ourselves.
The youth has not failed.
We need to.
I need us to understand that angle. I need us to understand
youth groups.
I need us to understand that part to take care of that part very well.
We have failed. What can we do?
The youth has not failed.
All right, we will go.
The youth has not failed.
Okay.
DAPO.
Okay, you will talk more on that when we come back from this short break. Let's go now. We'll be right back after this. All right, we're back and thanks for staying with us. This is about the last lap on the show. It's interesting. Sorry that we have not been picking your calls, but we will try and see how much of calls that we can accommodate before we go today. So we've been talking about the youth and their role in Nigerian politics, government, governance, corporate social responsibility is not even, don't even go there because you need a lot of money to do that. But we're even talking about social responsibility, be impactful, do something in your locality, where you're staying, around the area. I used to be a part of a set of people during the summer holiday, like the time we are right now. We organize summer coachings free of charge. We teach them, we prepare them for their next class. We did that for a very long period of time. And we were trying to even get the local government involved to an extent. Provide amenities, support, give us chalks. That back in those days, we used to use chalks and blackboards. But they never supported. We got all of us got discouraged.
It's so sad.
And eventually, we parted with the idea, and all of that. So let's talk. Now, what are the challenges that the Nigerian youths really are having that is making us not so impactful or participatory in politics? When I say participatory, I'm saying positive participation. Not like give me light arms to snatch ballot boxes during an electionary period, not to go and eliminate your main contender, for a position or for a post, or a political post, or something like that, like the youth in Nigeria are being involved in. Let's take a few calls and then we wrap up on that. Gabriel, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
How are you today?
Fine.
All right, let's take your comment, Gabriel, quickly.
I just hear your the matters on the ground.
All right.
When they're saying the youth are the leader of tomorrow, I'm totally disappointed with them. Mm-hmm. Because I see that the youth are the sufferer of today, while the voters are the leader of tomorrow. If you watch the Nigeria background, the people are ruling us before. People are hearing their name before. The same people are just coming back on that throne again.
Like how do Ogbe? It's been here forever.
Yeah.
So sad.
So I don't see there's any difference between them. Because ordinary person, we are Nigerian people, when you go to abroad, you see where the mission about the Nigeria.
Oh, mine. All right.
See that area. You see that area. Okay. You see that area. Like I said from the beginning. Now, these leaders that are here did not create that enabling environment to mentor us into understanding.
Okay, so mentoring is one major problem that the youths in Nigeria are facing.
Major key.
Okay.
It all depends on what you're mentoring.
Hold on.
To pad the budget or to be patriotic citizens. That's another issue.
That's another issue. I agree with you. See, now, no.
Yes, that's what I disagree with you.
Philip, tell
I disagree with you.
Philip, hold on. Some of these old leaders cannot
Philip, hold on. I said something.
You know, because Philip is actually self-trained.
You didn't allow me to finish.
Yeah,
Philip is actually self-trained.
I said that from the colonial masters, where our fathers, the leaders of today, they learned something from those white people.
Correct.
Yeah?
Correct.
And they were able to use it. As a matter of fact, there were a lot of issues before we got to where we are now. Now, how many of them have taken time to say, okay, now it takes 40 years for a generation, right? Yeah? 10 years for a decade, right? Now, if we look at it from this part, how many students do we pull out of school every year? How many? Now, what is the environment that has created to know that, see, Nigeria will live after these men? Do they see it? Do they prepare a standard? Hold on. Did they prepare? No, let me finish. Did they prepare a
because
template?
Of time, so that it can make his point.
Do you understand? Okay, fine.
On your point,
Did they prepare a template that whenever anybody is coming to the public office, he sees. No,
you have to bring your own idea. There is nothing to see.
Okay, the truth is that, the truth is that, like I said earlier, the youth need to go back to the drawing board. We need to begin to form smaller units where we can meet and agree on why we should take over from our fathers. That's one. Secondly, we also need to change the idea. The average Nigerian youth is in school, working so hard to get the best results, so they can get the best jobs. We must begin to change that, that idea to perception.
Do you know why that cannot change easily? Do you know why?
Why?
Because I have an immediate responsibility. My parents are counting on me. My younger ones are counting on me. So I am in a survival mode. It's not being selfish. I am in a survival mode, Philip. I am in a survival mode.
Many of these fathers today,
let me see.
They had.
Please,
hold on a bit.
Can Mr. Philip land on his point because we're about to round up the program?
Okay.
Mr. Philip, please.
Okay, so we need to begin to change that mentality. We need to begin to think, okay, when I leave school, what should I do? Even before you finish from school, you need to begin to integrate yourself into the society. The space is big. Even the older people cannot fill the space. All right? Now, another thing is, the older people are, consistent in leadership. No matter how bad it is, see, the likes of Audu Ogbe, it shouldn't have anything doing in our governance today, but it's still there. These people never go out of the corridors of power. They make sure they're clean to power at all costs. They do what they're supposed to do.
They made themselves available.
Yes. Let's take this call. Adekunle. Hello, good morning, Adekunle.
Hello.
Good morning.
How is IKORODU today? Hello? Adekunle?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you, I think there is noise on your background, or is your TV on?
I can't hear you very much. But what I'm going to contribute towards the program is that I was very delighted with this topic. And please, I only want to urge you that not the problem of president. What is the function of our House of Assembly? And what is the function of our representatives? Because the youth representatives in the federal government seat. And let me come back to IKORODU now. What is going on in Ishawo and towards of the Nigerian city? It's not a small thing whereby we are just running from here and there. And which whereby we have our representatives and we have our assembly.
Okay.
SOP is only fighting towards the Omolile and of it for right towards the situation going on in Ishawo. We cannot leave people go to Wazobia Road yesterday. 3 people to 4 people at work killed yesterday.
All right.
And we have a representative. You see that until we go and call up the right what happened with it. And our representative sometimes we direct the youth of IKORODU. That this what is going on. We need you. We need you to empower us. We need you to do this.
Anyway,
for over 2 years, for over a year now, we're voting to him.
All right, thank you very much, ADEKUNLE. Thank you very much. I live in the IKORODU corridors, so I have an idea of what you are saying. Now, gentlemen, I mean, thank you so very much. I wish that we could go on.
We're going to have the argument backstage.
Exactly, the truth is just that I think it's just high time we told ourselves the truth. The youth, we are confronted with so many challenges that we need to surmount first before we can eventually try to locate our place in the political arena, and all of that, until the government create that enabling environment where we can, which is not done yet.
In rounding of that, let me ask the 3 of you a question. If we have somebody who runs for presidency come 2019, who is between 40, 45 years, will you vote for the person?
I will try as much as possible to know the credibility of the person.
To know where it's coming from.
Eddie?
To know where it's coming from. I need to read his profile.
Yes,
to know what they have been doing.
For me, it goes beyond credibility. You need to have the capacity to carry Nigeria along.
Okay. All right. Thank you so very much, everyone who have been a part of our show. We'll be back tomorrow with another very fantastic package. Do join us. Stay out of trouble. God bless Nigeria, and peace will reign here. Amen. Peace will reign in Nigeria. Thank you so very much, gentlemen, for being a part of our show today.
For having
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Bye for now. We'll be back tomorrow.
To enjoy more of these our Ogbonge videos when you just watch, press this button to subscribe on top of our YouTube page. You go love am.